fela se ke ratang go di hlakisa le wena o seng hona.
Now, on the 26th of October 2014, at any stage after the shooting incident, did your sister Maggie Piri also arrive at Botsilong Hospital?
Joale kari 26 October 2014 kamera ketsahalo ena ya ho thunyana hona mane ebe auswa hao Maggie Piri wile a fihla lena hona mane sepetlele.
Akamon kana kwena ne ke sepetlele.
At the time that I was at the hospital, I did not see her. Gale skati ke mina benkhona lapha nesibedlela lo no siswami uMaggie Mapiri azange ngimbone.
Okay, let's move on from that. Now, you testified about a hat that was shown to you in Exhibit C yesterday, photos 5 to 6 thereof. Remember that?
Wa hopola ho bilele photo 5 le 6 mo ilong gore wile wa bontshwa katiba ka podi katiba wa hopola? Yes, I remember that. Lokho ngiyakhumbula ukuthi izolo ngaboniswa ke igqoko ezazivelela laphana ke kulesi sithombe okanye leza ithombe 5 no 6.
And if I understood your evidence correctly, it is that you saw Makumalo holding this hat and uttering the words to the effect that one of the suspects had the hat, was wearing that hat. Is that correct?
Hakutlisa hantle re bile bana Makumalo a tshwere katiba ena mme a bua mantswareng e mong wa ba belaelwa o ne a kentse kapo a apere yona katiba eo.
Mohopolo wa ka o sa tsho jalo ke de ka re maobane katiba ke tshwere ke sa upoleng hantle hore o ne di ka ga tsola ha empa ke upola bala re e tloele e be fatshe hane a tshwere katiba eo. Katiba yona ke e bone ke sa re ne di ka ga tsola ha hane a bua jalo ke sa tsebeng hore ene o na le ka hare kapa kantle ka hare ka ntlong kapa kantle hana tshwere katiba eo.
Wena o ile wa tshwara katiba ba o e tlwelle
ho hang yena Makhumane ke yena bontshitse maponesa hore e mong wa bona o na pere katiba ke ena ke mpa ke sa hopole hore hana bolela jwale o na bolela le ka hare ka tlong kapa ka kantle ka ntle mo jareteng.
Yes, if my memory serves me well, I'd recall that I saw Makumalo holding that hat in her hand. Now, what I am uncertain of is whether was she inside of the house or outside of the house. And then she related to the police that one of the suspects was wearing this hat. Manje ke ngikhumbula kanjalo ukuthi ngempela ngeke ngambona uMakhumalo aphathe lelo konjani lesi sigqoko esandleni sakhe futhi ke wayebonisa amaphoyisa ukuthi omnye wa labasolwa ubegcoke lesi sigqoko into engena isiqiniseko sayo ukuthi ube ngaphakathi endlini noma ube ngaphandle yini ngaleso sikhathi.
Now, in your response, you anticipated my next question, which was going to be, where did you see Mapiri holding that hat, whether she was outside or inside? But you answered that.
Joalo ka hauso arabile jena.
Makumalo, I'm sorry.
O arabetse pele. Wa ne ke re ke tlo botsa le potso eno ya hore ha o no mmona tshwere katiba eno. O ne a le ka ntlong kapa o ne a le ka o ne a le kae ha o no mmona a tshwere ntwe. Jwale wena o so ile wa arabela le pele a tlo botsa yona. O tlisa kere? Understood.
And at that stage, regarding this situation or aspect with the head, where was your sister Maggie Piri?
Also, how yena one alekai gaidana ko ena. She was not at the premises or in the premises of the Kumalos. Ubenge ko ke yena umegi Mapiri lapha yana kwa Kumalo ngaleso sikhathi.
And if I may ask you personally, when did you first see that head?
Hanka ubota ke botsa wena ka buwena ba hao ore hantle wena katiba e o ile wa e bona kae
ke bone hona ha ne ho bua ka yona ke Makhumalo hare o mong wa bona o napere katiba eo.
I saw it at that stage when Makhumalo was relating to them that one of them was wearing this hat. Manje ngiye ngayibona ke ngaleso sikhathi kwakhulunywa ngaso leso sigqoko. Ngasibona ngaleso sikhathi ukuthi omnye wabo ubegcoke lesi sigqoko.
My Lord, with leave of the court, I beg leave to read for the witness A74, which is a statement by Maggie Piri, which was made on the 29th of December 2014 at 1600 hours. It was taken by Officer Mtetwa, who is a captain at Fosloras. And this statement was also formed part of the disclosure by the state to us, my Lord.
Mr. Manoi, what's your view?
Mr. Court, please.
What's your view about this?
Well, I suppose counsel in cross-examination can put questions regarding what other witnesses are saying. We don't have a problem with that.
Is that so?
Yes.
Let's hear you.
I believe that's procedure, my Lord.
Hello?
I believe that it's procedural.
I never said it was not.
Yes.
I just wanted to hear him. What does he say?
Oh, okay.
Is it also procedure if you put hearsay?
It is in order.
Is it also procedure when you put hearsay evidence to this witness?
No, it is not. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Law is a multifarious discipline.
Indeed, so, my Lord. Mr. Do you have the statement?
I do not have the statement.
Statement is A156.
A74, my Lord.
A74.
I don't have, my Lord.
I can read this one. I can read from the court statement. This is the
We'll quickly print the
Hello?
statement. We'll just quickly print it.
Okay.
Now the statement reads, the title is Fosloras Cast 63610 of 24 and paragraph 1, and I quote, I, Maggie Piri, I am a 73 on Fosloras case 636 10 of 2014, and I want to state further the following. Outside the house on the veranda, I noticed a head, Scotch, I cannot remember the colors, a spot head, full stop. Inside the house at the kitchen, there was a walking stick and in brackets 1, and next to it, there was a bullet point. Kelly's mom picked up the head and said one of the suspects was wearing that spot head. And I noticed that the police took both the head, the walking stick, and the bullet point and drove away with it. That is all I want to state. And it's further reads, I know and understand the contents of this statement. I have no objection to taking the prescribed oath, and I consider the prescribed oath binding in my conscience, and that was properly shown, as I stated before.
Statement is asibalang mana sibala katsela echina. Ore na Maggie Piri. Elung hari ko hanamani kapo ke karola nyewe eno ya Fosloras. No kalare 73. Elung hari ke karola na nyewe eno A73. Cast 636 stroke 10 stroke 2014 make rata tlhalosa tsena tse rata tlhalosa tse latelang kapa tsena tse latelang jwale ka ntle mane verandeng ke ile ka hlokomela katiba e Scotch jwale ke ka hopola mmala wa kapa mebala ya yona ene le katiba e leng sporting yana tjena kapa ya sport ka hare ho ntlo ka mane ka kitchening hona le si kokotlelo tjena e leng walking stick e le nngwe me haufi le yona ho ne hona le ntlha ya kulo kapo bullet point mme wa Kelly o ile a phamisa katiba eno ya ba o bua mantswana hore e mong wa babelaelwa o ne a apere yona katiba eo ki le ka hlokomela hore maponesa a ile a nka yona katiba eo a nka le seikokotlelo seno e leng walking stick a nka le bopaki ba ntlha eno ya kulo me ba tsamaya ke sohle seo ke ratang ho se hlalosa ne a ba tswela pele a re he ke a tseba ebile ke a utlwisisa dikahare tsa statement sena ha ke na bothata ba hore ke nke kano ke matshwamankano ya bua nnete ebile he ke nka e le gore kano ena le matla puso le tswalong laka jwale a be a saena hona mane ke mo a saenileng teng mane wa utlwisisa kere yes I understand can I read it for the accused persons? Can the statement be read to the accused persons?
I believe so.
God pleases. Otige mina megi piri where A73 manyamazo ingxenye okanye ngingxenye yaleli cala CAS 636 stroke 10 2014 futhi ke ngithanda ke ukucacisa lokho okulandelayo ukukhona ngaphandle laphana kwiveranda yendlu ngengaqaphela isigcoko kodwa ke imibala lesigcoko ke ngengikwazi ukuthi ngiyikhumbule kwakuyisigcoko nje okuyisporti kanti ke ngaphakathi kwendlu kwakhona ke into ngathi idondolo nje a walking stick eyodwa kanti ke eduze nayo kwakhona nje la ngazothi ke ibullet okanye inhlamvu iyayishaya khona okanye ingxenye yenhlamvu uma ngakhelike ke wase ke uphakamisa lesi sigcoko ke wasethi ke omnye wabasolwa ubegcoke sona lesi sigcoko ngase ngiyaqaphela ke ukuthi amaphoyisa avele nawo ke athatha lesi sigcoko lo dondolo okanye le dondolo leli kanti ke nalengcenye inhlamvu base bayahamba ke yikho konke engithanda ukukusho ngiyazwisisa ngiyazi futhi ngiyazwisisa ke okuqukethwe ilesi statement anginayo ke inkinga yokuthi ngathatha isifungo kanti ke ngiyazi ukuthi lesi sifungo sinegunya okanye sikwazi ukuthi singalawula unembeza wami emva kwalokho ke wase uyasayina khona laphayana la kubhalwe deponent signature. That's all.
So based on this A74 that I've just quoted from, two things are apparent. Your sister was in the vicinity of the Khumalo household when you say Makhumalo was holding this hat. That's the first one. And the second one...
Sapile he kisona seno sa hore auso hao one ale hona mane ha a tlhalosantla eno ya hore Makhumalo na tshwere katiba eno ka mantswana na le ha Makhumalo ke ntlapile go ya ka statement sena
ka rata tlhalosa hore ntate la re ha botsa mputsitse o tloa maobane ke botsa hore ke tlile le masepetlele go ya ko ntlong ke tlile le Makhumalo ka mokgwa ke tlhalositseng go fitla ko ntlong go fitla ka tlong go no sena motho ke o bolang o na le teng ka tlong
If I remember well, I was asked as to who was I with and left the hospital with, and I indicated that I was with Makumalo. I left the hospital with Makumalo, and then I got, or we got to the house. Upon our arrival at the house, I do not remember seeing any person. There was no one in the house.
Empa ho house hlalosa hore Maphiri na disikwa fihla ko tlung empa ho house hlalosa hore ha aka a fihla bosung bo ka tlung.
Now, upon my arrival at the Kumalo's house, I did not see Maphiri. I didn't see her in the house, but that does not necessarily mean that she did not at all find herself at the Kumalo's house that night.
Hobane ane kireka ke hopola ha ba kutla sepetlele se o kutla batho sepetlele so tla le maponesa a mangata hona le nako mo ne ke le ka kamoreng ene ntse ke dutse yona ile nna ile Yolanda hona le Maphiri le Makhumalo le yena na le dinga mo.
Now, I remember also that at the time that the rest of the people were coming back from the hospital, and that during which days I was inside of the bedroom together with Yolanda, Makumalo, Lemang Happen, Yolanda, Makumalo, Lemang.
Inele nna. Ile Yolanda. Ile Maphiri.
Or inele
le Makhumalo.
And Maphiri as well. So it was myself, Yolanda, Maphiri and Makumalo in that bedroom. Uthike phela ke mina mangifika lapha na kule muzika Khumalo azange ngibone umuntu. Kanti ke lokho akusho ukuthi uMaphiri akazange afike ngalobo busuku khona lapha na ke kwa Khumalo. Engikukhumbulayo ukuthi kube nesikhathi la iningi labantu ke mase selibuya khona lapha nesibhedlela lize ekhaya. Kwangukuthi mina uYolanda uMaphiri uMakhumalo sasegumbini elilodwa lokulala.
Perhaps let's clarify this point like this. This incident with the head, when does it happen? Before all the people that were in the house returned from hospital, or after they had returned from hospital?
How can you pose a question like that? This incident, did it happen before everyone in the house returned from hospital? You hear yourself.
I'm saying, but with this aspect of the head only, because she says.
No, but the point is, you say, did it happen when there was no body at home? That's basically the distillation of your question. Unless you say.
Let me.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Yeah, you're saying there was no body.
Yes, okay, so let me put it like this. In clarification, you and according to your testimony, you and Makhumalo returned with the police to the house from hospital, correct?
Oya ka bopa ke ba hao wena le Makhumalo le mapolesa le lela khutlela lapeng ha Makhumalo ke nnete? That is so.
Now, this situation with the head, when does it happen? When does only you and Makhumalo only at the house upon arriving with the police officers?
Halo ya kadiba. Yetsa hala neng. Highly wena le Makhumalo lapeng fela ausa hopol. I cannot remember.
Now let's
otika angwazi or angisakhumbuli ukuthi lesi senzakalo sokuthi kukhulunywe ke okanye kukhulunywe ngale lokhunjani lena lesigcoko lesi angisazi angikhumbuli.
Now let's move on to another aspect of your testimony, that is when you left the car after the shots were fired with Yolanda and the child of Yolanda's, and then Zandile Khumalo is coming towards you screaming that an ambulance must be called because Senzo Meiwa had been shot or the deceased. Your testimony is that you then take Yolanda Nota's child, go with Is it a boy or a girl?
Ngwana wa Yolanda ne le moshimane ka bonganyana.
Go with her in the house, and you are walking alongside Zandile Khumalo, correct?
A ke re tshwa jalo parking or o ile bana le dithunya tse kgabelang le lekolweng hona mane mme ka mora mono Zandi ke yona wa tla wa hweletsa mme wena o nka ngwana wa Yolanda Nota wa ngwananyana wena le Zandi le kena ka jareteng ha maphiri ke ntho e tshilong a kere. That is correct. So yeah, but we finish lo ke ngitshilo ukuthi emva ukuthi uthumele iphamo uZandi eza egijima lapha nememeza mina ngithatha ingane eka Yolanda Nota mina noZandi ke sesingena ngale ngasendlini okanye ejardini lapha na maphiri uthi yebo kunjalo.
My Lord, once again, specifically regarding that aspect, may I respectfully refer the witness to statement A7 made by Yolanda Nota, and it was made on the 25th of March 2019 at Fosloras, taken by Mishek Makubo. That also was disclosed to us, man.
We want to give the witness the original. The investigating team has just got the original.
What's the problem now?
We're just trying to get the original statement.
If I may refer to page 3 thereof, because the first page is paragraphed up to page 3. From there are no paragraphs, so we skip page 2. The top of page 3 of A7 we also skip, then we go to paragraph, the next paragraph on page 3, where it starts with just a few minutes. You see that?
We can see it. Yes.
And then we'll go from line 1 to 10. Line 10, which ends with ambulance in the middle.
Yes, we can see
then,
that.
Yes, then I'll read from there, which says, and I quote, "I took my baby from Ntabiseng and went inside the house of Ntabiseng's residence at number," and they didn't put the address there, Putwanong section, Nzamo section, Fosloras. Are we together?
Right, bona ntlha e. Ore kile kankang ngwana ma kankang ngwana go tswa go Ntabiseng. Ya ba ke ya ka hare go charity ya mo Ntabiseng a dulang teng. Ya ba he o fana ka address ya yona charity e. Why ba? Yes, I can see this. Uthi yebo ngiyakubona lokho ukuthi uthe lana kulesi statement ngeke ngathatha ingane futhi ngiyithatha ngiyisusa konthabiseni ngase ngiyanayo endlini kabonthabiseni ngoba lokho ke wasubhala i-address yakabonthabiseni leyo.
nna ke hopola ke hore ne ke tshwere ngwana ho nna ke mathile le Zandi ho kena ka gate ya ko ntlong.
Now, in accordance with my memory, I was carrying the child and I ran together with Zandi into the house. Ukuya ngendlela engikhumbula ngakhona ke mina ngangiphethe ingane ngagijima ke noZandi sigijimela endlini.
A ke fihla ke mo re nna fihla ga hoeletsa Maphiri ngwana ke hopola ke le ka fihla ka mme ya kometeng.
Now, when we got inside of the house, that's when I started calling out, or we started shouting out for Maphiri. And if I remember, I then put the child down on the mat or the carpet. Uthi ke mangikhumbula siyesafika endlini ngase ke ngiyamemeza uMaphiri. Ukukhumbula kwami ke samemeza simemeza uMaphiri. Ukukhumbula kwami ukuthi ingane ngayibeka phansi kwi-carpet.
And it continues on the next paragraph and reads, and I quote, "Upon arriving in Thabiseng's house, Maggie Phiri saw me whilst I was in the kitchen. I then put my baby on the floor and left her with Maggie Phiri, and I rushed to my car," and I will end it there.
Orbana, ha ke fihla yena ore ha ke fihla ka ntlong ya bo Nthabiseng. Maggie Phiri o ile a mpona ka nako e leng hore ke ka mo kitcheneng ya ba ke beya ngwana ka fatshe ke be ke mo sia le Maggie Phiri ka phakisa he ke phakisetsa koloi. I do not remember that. Othi ke mina ilo Yolanda nota othi mina ke ngithe mangifika ka bonthabiseng endlini uMaggie Phiri wangibona ngise kitchen ngase ke ngithatha ingane yami ngibeka phansi ngasuka ke emva kwalapho ke ngisheshile ngaya khona lapha yana emotweni futhi ke sengiyaphuma ngishiya ke ingane naye uMaggie Phiri ngiya emotweni.
Now, another aspect of your testimony that I want to briefly touch on is that when you were in the house upon returning with the police to the Khumalo household, at some stage you went to the kitchen to fetch some water.
O chojalo gore halese le tswa sepetlele mapolesa le Makhumalo le gona mane ha Makhumalo ore hona le nako mo ileng gore ha se le ka ntlong o ile wa ya ka kitchening o ile ga metsi ga o jalo. It is indeed so. Uthi yebo kuyiqiniso ukuthi uma sesi buyile esibedlela sendlini ke manje ka Makhumalo ngahamba mina ngaya ekitchen ngafika ngayokha amanzi.
And if I understood that evidence correctly, you can correct me. You said that at that time when you went to fetch water, the police were busy in the house processing the scene for evidence. Correct?
Ebe ke nnete ha be go utlwisise hantle ore kana go wena o lo ga metsi mapodisa na le ka ntlong ka mono a ntsa etsa diphuputso tsa ona ka po ba ntse ba hlahloba ka ntlong ka mono ebe ke nnete. That is correct. Uthi yebo kuyiqiniso ukuthi ngekathi ke mina ngiyokha amanzi kanjalo ngisekitchen amaphoyisa bekhona lapha endlini eloko ehlola hlola ngasendlini.
And do you know which part of the house at that stage when you go to fetch water where the police processing the scene?
Uyazi ke watseba hore na ebile karolo e feng ya ntlo mo ileng hore maponesa anantse a lekola ka hona ka mono ka ntlo ine le karolo e feng ya ntlo. I would think they were in the kitchen. Ngicabanga ukuthi ke bebeloku behlola khona nje khona lapho e kitchen.
And yet they allow you to come in whilst you are processing, and in that moment, your testimony is that you see an object of silver and steel on the floor, and then you ask the police, is this not what you were looking for?
Jwale ba o dumella bona ba ntse ba sebetsa hona mono tulong eno ya ketsahalo ntse ba etsa diphuputso tsa bona kapo ba fokisa hona mono wena ka nako eno o bona nthonyana e kareng e silver tjena ya tshipi fatsimane belo ba botsa hore ha se yona ntho e entseng le batlana le yona o tjojalo. If my memory serves me well, that's what I said. How no talk Now, as I walked out of the bedroom or the room in which we were initially occupying, I was careful of my steps. And even the police themselves, they also cautioned us that we shouldn't make a lot of movements in that scene or in that spot of the scene. Utige umage ngiphuma mina ngakuleli gumbi esasihleli ngakulo ngiye ngakhetha ke izinyathelo zami ukuthi ngihamba kanjani ngoba phela ke nawo amaphoyisa kwazile ukuthi asixwayise ukuthi singaloko siphithizela nje.
I'm just curious about that question that you asked them. Isn't this what you are looking for? Why did you say that? What made you think that the police were looking for that object?
Ke na le yona ntho ya hore ke batla ho tseba hore how no botsa maponesa hore ha se sona se ntseng le batlana le sona ebe o nona le mohopolo hore mohlomong maponesa ha tsebe ntho ba ntseng ba e batla.
Ntate kana go ha ntse o hata mo le nna mahloka ne sa itjetse hore a tlo kgona hlokomela ntho ke boneng.
Now at the time that I was moving there or taking my steps towards wherever I was going, I did not expect that I was going to see that object on the floor. Tike nami ngoba ngihamba kanjalo ngiloko ngibhekeke inyathelo zami benga kabeng azange ngicabanga ukuthi mhlawumbe ngakwazi ukuthi ngiyibone lento engiye ngayibona ngaleso sikhathi.
Le hape le ditsebe ha ntse o ntse ke atumela bla sinki mo ke lo khametse bo utlwa maponesa ntsa bua mo hore ba ntse ba shebana le dintho mo tse ka ba thusang a ke tse butlile jwang le teng hore ke be ke supe mo ke a se yona ntho le batlang.
Now further that it's something that one could just hear as the police were busy, doing their investigation there in the scene, that there are certain items that they were looking for or evidential material that they were looking for. Then I said to them, having heard that there were items or some things that they were looking for, I then said to them, is this not this item? It so happened that I saw that item and I said, is this not the item that you are looking for? Manje phela ke indleba iphakeme umuntu ngithe mangifika ngale ke ngezwe ukuthi baloku bayakhuluma kunezinto ezithize abaloku befunana nazo ngase ke mina ngoba ngihamba nje ngingahlosile ngithe mangithi ngabona lokhu yana phansi ngase ngiyawabuza ke amaphoyisa ukuthi akusikhona lokhu endloko nikucinga na.
Now let's move on to this. When Zandi Kumalo comes to you running and saying, call the ambulance, the deceased has been shot, did she tell you who the perpetrator or perpetrators were?
Zandi hata matajalo ara hobitswe ambulance mofu o se a thuntswe ebe o ne a tseba hore na ebe batho ba ntseng tlolo e ya molao ke bo mang?
Ha hlalosa.
No, she did not explain. She did not explain.
Sorry, I'm just letting it go because I know what you want to say. You see, the question you're posing is, when Zandi came running to you and said the deceased has been shot, but I'm just leaving it because you want to say Senzo has been shot. Senzo. If you are dead, you can't be shot. You're dead. That's what I'm getting at. Okay, let's continue.
All right. Let's substitute on my question the deceased for Senzo. When Zandi Khumalo said Senzo had been shot, did she tell you who the suspects or the perpetrators were?
Ha Zandi releka hore jwale re ntse lentsweleng la mofu re kenye Senzo. Jwale ha ne a tjho jwalo hore Senzo o se a thuntswe o ile a hlalosa hore na ba bilaelwa ke bo mang? She did not explain at all. Tika akazange aqathise ukuthi ke abasolwa obani makayikhuluma leyo nto leyo ukuthi kufonelwe ambulance phela nangu Senzo usedutshile.
Okay. And further, when she said to you or requested you to call the ambulance, why did you not call the ambulance?
Jwale hara hatela pele ha o botsa hore ka ba ha o kopa ro founele ambulance go bana ngo saka founela ambulance.
Kena na go ke ka baka la letswalo le nna after who got gunshots. Ke le motho le nna ke bone batho ba matha ka shatwa ke letswalo le nna ka batla go ba leya. Ne ke na le letswalo le nna ne ke kelelo ne sa sebetse hantle mhlongo lo mongwa ke tse ke ne ke tshubile.
No, I was shocked. I was shot. Sorry, I was shot, and people were running. I witnessed people running, and I heard gunshots as well. So perhaps I wasn't even thinking straight because of the shock. Manje uthike mina ngangithukile nababantu bayagijima lana ngizwile ke kuchuma ibhamu lapho manje nanginozandi uyeza lana mina ngangithukile mhlawumbe ngiyacabanga ukuthi bengingakhonike ukuthi ngingacabanga ngendlela eqondile ngenxa yokuthuka.
Now finally you've described the three men that you saw running past the car you were in, headed in the direction of the park, and I just want to get this aspect with regard to the description of the person that you say was wearing a hoodie. In terms of build, if you can reiterate again, what was his build, that person wearing the hoodie?
Jwale o se o ile wa hlalosa taba eno bana ba bararo ba mathile ba tsama ba ya ka lehlakoreng la ne la park lona he ba le feta hona mona koloing o le wa hlalosa enwa monna ba nneng ba ba bararo o neng o re o ne ka re o na le mmele nyana tjena o ka kore khatlego ya ka e go yena eno monna eno ka khona gore o fane ka setshwantsho sa hae hape.
Ke sa gona le mtelele go feta ba ba babedi.
I would think that he was taller than the other two.
Le ka mmele ona feta ba ba babedi ka mmele.
Even in terms of the physique, ka mmele jwang.
Ona na le mmele, ona na le moholonyana go feta ba ba babedi ba babedi.
And he was a little bigger in terms of the physique, not just in terms of the height, but also in terms of perhaps the width of his body was bigger than the other two. Lomlisa leyo bengathi ke unomzimba nje udlula laba abanye bengathi cishe ngathi umzimba wakhe umkhudlwana nobude futhi ube mude ukundlula laba abanye.
As the court pleases, my lord, I don't have any further questions for this witness.
Thanks. Mr. Nisi?
Is it please the court, my lord? Thank you, ma'am. Are you in a position? Oh, I'm sorry. Would you kindly describe the item that you picked up in the kitchen that you physically handed over to the police, to the court?
As a court, please, my lord, that's not what the witness said.
Yeah, the witness says, I pointed it out. This is not what you are looking for.
As it is the court. As it is the court, my lord. The item that you pointed to the police and asked them whether that was not what they were looking for, can you please describe it?
Jwale yona ntho ena o ile ngwa isupa mapoliseng ore ha se yona ntho ntse le batla ena ebe ka gona gore o re fe setshwantsho sa yona hape. There's now a demonstration from the witness with her hand. It was a tiny object, and she's now trying to demonstrate with her fingers that it was small. It was silver in color, if I remember. Yabona ukuthi uzosebenzisa ke imino yakhe kuthi ke umbala ubungathi usilver nje waleyo nto encanyana leyo.
And do you know what happened to that item after you've pointed out to the police? Do you know what then happened to the item after you had pointed it out to the police, or what did the police do with that item after you had shown them?
Ma polisa ile tsang he ka yona ntho e kamera go ba o supentsha mapolisa ntho yo. The police said that I shouldn't touch anything, that I should go back into the bedroom. Therefore, I don't know what eventually transpired of that object. Manje ke amaphoyisa aye athi ngingathinti lutho ngiphindele futhi kona ngale ngakulela gumbi ekamreni futhi ke angazi ke ukuthi egcineni ke kwenzakalani ngayo yona leyo nto le engangikhombisa amaphoyisa.
Thank you. Now you said yourself and your friend were seated in the motor of your vehicle outside your sister's yard, not so?
Or when I'm so low, how Nalutika Koloying can clear for jarity ya maniha auswaha. How jalo? It is indeed so, Tia Bogunjalo, Guting give Shilo, Kutiminanum Ganwamis, Aslale Motoini, a packaging upon the wait, going upon the which I reached Konalapana was a swamp.
Now, how long have you been seated in the said vehicle? Or what was the time duration that you've been in the vehicle up until when you had the first shot being fired?
Le dutse na kweka ka kolei. Pele o tla utlwa sethunya sa kgabola kgetlo la pele. I cannot clearly remember. Uthi cha ngisakhumbula kahle ukuthi sahlala isikhathi esingakanani ngasemotweni. Angokuba ke ngizozwa isibhamu sichuma okokuqala.
You can't even estimate.
Okay, kwa khona hore fela mhlomo or ba isetso re ka bana kwekae. This incident happened some time, long time ago. Therefore I cannot remember clearly. Uthi lesigameko senzakele kudala senzakala kudala angeke ngikwazi ukukhumbula kahle.
I heard you, ma'am, yesterday saying that the time interval between the first shot and the second shot was plus minus 15 minutes.
Utlile mabano jwalo gore nako e ileng ya feta mahareng a go kgabola ha sethunya kgetlo la pele le go gabola ga sethunya kgetlo la bobedi e le bana ka etsang metsotso 15 hona hona mono metsotso 15.
Is that not what you said?
Ha se se wileng wa se bua maobane?
ke nana ke se buileng empa ke sa hopola tsa nako ke se hopole hantle.
I think that is what I had said. However, where time issues are concerned, I cannot recall clearly. Manje ke ngicabanga ukuthi lokho engitshilo izolo. Kodwa ke mase siza kahle ke endabeni yesikhathi hayi angisakhumbuli kahle.
I think that was an estimation.
Ke nahana hore e le hore be isetsa fela e seng hakalo hore no tlameha hore ebe o nepile wa wotla kolong.
Do you understand?
Wa utlwisisa? I understand. Uthi yabo ngiyakuzwisisa lo.
I thought with that approach you would still have been able to give this court an estimation of the time that you have been seated in the motor vehicle from the time at which your friend arrived there and then you sat in the motor vehicle up until you had the first shot.
Ke ne ke hopola ka ne ke na le tshepo ya gore tla thusa hore na le dutse na go kae ka mantso mang go tloa ka nako e motsolo wa ga wa fihla ka koloing le dula ka koloing o fitlhela nako eo e leng hore o utlwa sethunya se gabola kgetlo la pele ne ke itsetsa gore motlhomong o ka kgona hore thusa mo no ebile nako e kae
ke ana ka tsa thusa empa ke sa hopola a ke gone le gore nka beisa a ke sa hopola ntle nako.
I am willing. I do have the desire to assist. However, I no longer remember the time clearly or the time frame.
Thank you, ma'am.
Manje ngiyafisa ukuthi mhlambe ngasiza. Ngiyathanda ukuthi ngasiza kodwa ke inkinga ukuthi mina angisasikhumbuli nje isikhathi. Kwaba isikhathi esingakanani.
Now, at the point where you were standing, at the point where the vehicle that you were seated in was standing, were you able to see the Ngashes gate?
Kana kwentse le dutse koloing mo koloing e pakile teng ebe o no gona go bona gate ya Ngashe.
Aka hlokomela.
I did not take notice of that. Cha azange ngiqaphele ukuthi la besikhona okanye la bekupake khona imoto ukuthi bengikwazi yini ukuthi ngibone lapha yana egate lika Ngashe.
Now let us start here. The Ngashes that I'm referring to, do you know them? Because you just answer the question.
Ha re qale mono he. Bo Ngashe bana re buang ka bona wa tseba na?
Ke batla.
Yes, I know the Ngashes. Yebo, o Ngashe ngiyabazi.
Are they your neighbors?
Ebe ke ba aisane ba hao? They are. Yebo, o ma ke mina.
Can you explain to this court when you say they are your neighbors, where is their house situated compared to yours?
Jale ha ore ke ba aisane ba hao. Ebe ke ba aisane ba hao jwang ka ba aisane ba lona jwang mane ha maphiri.
That is now in relation to sister's house, yes.
Ebe bona motho wa bona o ho kae ka ntlo ya bona yo ho kae ha ya lona ile ho kae. Now our house is directly opposite to the Ngashe's house. Othike yabona indlu yethu indlu yasekhaya yayiqonde nengqo nendlu kaNgashe.
You further testified that as you were seated in the vehicle, you were able to see what was happening in the Khumalo's yard, not so?
We ile ba khona le go tsho gore ha ntse le dutse ka koleng mono o no khona go bona gore na go etsalang mane ka jareteng ya ha Khumalo.
Che.
No.
Akare ha ke dutse ka koloing ke bone se ne se etsala ka Khumalo.
I did not say that while seated in the vehicle I could see what was happening in the Khumalos. However,
ha ke bula monyako wa koloi ka mra Yolanda atswa ka monyako wa koloi ha ke phahama ke mo ke utlileng Zandi a hoeletsa position ene ke le go yona ne ke khona ho bona sefahleho sa Zandi from mona le teng.
Now, I had said that after Yolanda had opened the vehicle door and disembarked the vehicle, I also followed by opening the door and disembarked as I arose from where I was then able to see Zandi's face. Manje ngithe mina uma uYolanda evula umnyango wemoto ephuma emotweni nami ngenze kanjalo ngiphume emotweni mangiphakama ngithi ngikwazile ukubona ubuso kaZandi.
Thank you, ma'am.
Dalebo.
From where you were seated, were you able to see the gate that came from the Kumalo's residence, or the Kumalo's gate?
Was she able to see there?
The Kumalo's gate.
Oh. From where she was seated?
Yes.
Hona momo no le gore o no dutse hona teng. O no gona go bona ka mantswe mang. O no gona go bona koloi tshwarelo. O no gona go bona gate ya ha Khumalo.
Ha ke le kara koloi ne ke sa kgone ho e bona empa se ke tswile ha Zandi a tswa a matha a tla koloing ke kgone ho e bona hobane ne ke phahame ke na le movement ke kgona ho bona.
Now, at the time that I was inside of the vehicle, I couldn't see the Khumalo's gate. But at the time that Zandi exited their premises and she was running towards us, and I had also disembarked the vehicle, I was then in the position to can see because I was flexible enough to can, look around. So I was then able to can see that gate to the Khumalos.
Thank you, ma'am.
Uthi-ke ngenkathi ngisahlale emotweni kwangathi bengingakhona ukuyibona bengingakwazi ukuyibona ilokho njani igate yalaphana kaKhumalo kodwa mase siphumileke emotweni ngoba khona-ke sengiyakwazi ukuthi ngibheke ngapha nangapha kungekho nje into mhlambe engivimbayo ukuthi ngikwazi ukunyakazisa umzimba wami ngokupheleleyo ngakwazi-ke ukuyibona igate yakaKhumalo.
From where you were seated in the vehicle to the Khumalo's gate, what could have been the distance? You can estimate from where you were in relation to this courtroom.
Mo gating ya Khumalo. The Lordship, I've got an urge to cough now.
The water. There's also coffee here.
Is that?
Oh, water. Okay, no, thank you.
Ho mane gating ya Khumalo. O ka re be isetsa fela. O ka re bontsha fela hore ne ka ba o ka tshore jwalo ka ha ke dutse mo yona ene ka ba mane. Yona ne ka ba mane mohlomong mo emong wa baemedi ba dutseng teng. O ka tsho a ke dutse mona
ke sa le ka ho nahana hore nka etsa jwang a re utlwa mo le ntata dutseng teng mo le wa computer e ne le nna ho ya ke sa fose ho ya mo ho dutseng ausi o kentseng baki e pinkinyana hobane na mo ne ke dutse teng ne ke shebile kwa ha bo Zandi ke ka lehlakoreng le ka mo mara ka moraka ne ke sa kgone ho bona bo Zandi ho je nna ke ka mo ha bo Zandi ke ka mo ha bo Khaya ke opposite.
Okay.
Ke front opposite ya mo jareteng. So ho tloha mo le ntatana ana dutse teng ho tla mo ha au singa tshore gate ya bo Zandi ka be ile mo.
Okay. Now, proximity could be where the stenographer is seated, the gentleman there, the stenographer is seated, and as well as to where
the lady in
the lady
pink.
with a yes, my lord, with a pink jacket. That is more or less the proximity of the vehicle and the gate to the Kumalos, because where we were parked, I could not, directly, I wasn't directly facing the gate to the Kumalos. Or Nkliyaha Kumalo ne ka ba ka morao ho wena o ya ka mokgwa o hlalosang ka teng. It could have been situated behind me from where I was seated. It is for that reason that I am saying that I'd rather do the estimation or the proximity, try to establish the proximity using the stenographer as well as the lady with the pink jacket is seated.
Thank you.
What's the estimation? The captain paced the area, although he started at the interpreter's desk there. Counsel, I'm asking you. What is the estimation? Yesterday the colonel paced the area from the interpreter's desk right up to there.
Yes. I wonder if the colonel can also assist us in this regard.
The Lordship, he just indicated that it could be 7 meters.
Okay, fine.
Or 7 paces.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, 7 meters. Or paces, actually.
7 paces.
Paces, not meters.
Paces,
yes.
Paces.
Okay.
No problem.
Usho kanjalo-ke ukuthi ngaba mhlambe iy'nyathelo ezingaba 7. Asikhulumi ngama-meters. Yabona iy'nyathelo lezo eziwu-7.
Thank you. Now, from where you were seated into the Ngashes, to the Ngashes gate, what approximately distance could have been?
O tloha mono dutse teng o fihla gating ya Hanqashe, distance yona ne ka ba e kae? O retsetse mohlala ka mo dutseng teng. Ha ke dutse mo nkare Hanqashe ke o fihla mane. Ho be bonolo ntate le ponisa mona a tsebo go etsa mehato.
A ke dutse mo a re wanya ke hata fela hobane ke front tje empa ke sa tsebe hore ke mehato e mekae empa ho shebane hantle gate ya Hanqashe nyane
e ka mo ka
hlakoreng la ha bozantsi.
Well, the fact of the matter is that the Ngashes are directly opposite with our house, albeit that on the other side, of the street. So the only thing that is separating us is the street, but we are directly opposite with one another. And the witness is also trying to demonstrate, as she tried to recall the gate, says that the Ngashes gate, the small gate of the Ngashes, is to the left of a place of residence, sort of more to the Kumalo's house. The small gate of the Ngashes, it's to the left as she is facing the Ngashes house. Shonjalo-ke uthi yabona kaNqashe laphayana ke siqondene nabo ngqo. Kanti-ke igate lelincane likaNqashe lingapha ke ngesesinxele. Shuthi-ke ilona-ke eliseduze kakhulu nakaKhumalo lelo gate elincane lakwaNqashe.
Thank you. That is good for you because you know the place. Me and the court do not know the place, which is the reason why.
What's that? I can't hear.
I'm saying that explanation is good for her, most probably because she knows the place. The Ngashes and their gates, location, and all that.
Wa bona tlhalosetso no ke yona e hantle haholo go bana wena wa itseba tulo eno tseba Hanqashe o tseba Khumalo tulo eno wa itseba mme o kgona gore fa tlhaiso le seding ene phahetse re a leboha. Thank you as well.
But now me in the court.
Now the court has an idea because I'll tell you why. I'm looking at the photos. Here are they. Why don't you show the witness the photos? like your learned colleague Mr. Baloyi did yesterday. Photo number 1, for instance. Photo number 6, I believe, etc. Where they show it's an ordinary township road. It's not like Elof Street with 3 lanes, 4 lanes. It's an ordinary township. Ordinary township.
Is it please a question?
Yeah, I mean, we all live in a township. Ordinary township road, the dimensions. Can you imagine 4 cars in a township going in one direction? Or the possibility is that it's only 2 cars going in opposite directions. Possibly, if you climb over the pavements, fine. Maybe you can squeeze 3 or 4. But it's not just an ordinary. Is it an ordinary township street that?
Ki strata sako lokshini setwalile ngakere.
Imza.
That's correct. That's correct, my lord. Siyabo kunjalo nje istrata nje sijwayelekile saselokishi.
I don't want to speculate, my lord, because
no, it's not speculation. Here are the pictures.
Yes,
assist the witness.
I would, yes, my lord.
Yeah.
Yes. Ma'am, look, I don't know how are the streets in township. I think they differ. You know, so Shanguve, Jimiston, Foslores, and everywhere, streets differ in their sizes, you see. For instance, where I come from, the streets are very wide.
Where do you live, sir?
Excuse me?
Where do you live? You say where you come from, the streets are very wide.
From Gwandebele.
Gwandebele?
Yes.
And
Yeah, I not roads there, but the streets are very wide.
Okay, you've heard me.
Yes. Ma'am, look, you just gave this court an estimation of the distance from the car in which you are seated to the Kumalos gate. Are you not in a position to assist us again to estimate the distance from where you were sitting to the Ngachis gate?
Honor to Sahorna, who are going to gating Yaha Kumalo in a Kababo Hulebakai. Ugar to Sahape or Urjezo Hutwa, Honamono, La Pengleno, who Fitaha Nashe, the Kaba distance. How do you know?
All right. Kimo pavementing, I could say scontiri lane e1 image aro haka kangaker. Imba feta line ya ukala o feta line ya bobedi, then iba pavement ya ngashe kimo ngashe kalangte. Meaning mo
Rebaise fellow hore hakele mo ngashe ke man.
Hangashe nka chhore ki mo o sedutsing teng o haufinyana.
Ntlo ya lona e le lebota le
ke le bota ke mo koloing ake
koloi hanga she ke mo le mo ausaleng teng
nka o etsa maybe 4 steps ho fitla mo hanga she mo qalang mo ine ke diteng ha ke goa mo pavement ha e felang teng so it's about less than 10 steps ho fitla ho hanga she.
From the vehicle, from where the vehicle was parked,
yes,
which was parked obviously in front of our home,
yes,
at the pavement,
yes,
then I would take not more than 10 steps to get to the Nash's property.
So the distance between where you were seated in the vehicle to the Nash's place is even shorter than from where you were seated. So you can follow me in English as well.
English, no, we can proceed in Soto. We can use the services of an interpreter.
So that distance is a little bit shorter compared to from where you were seated to the gate of the Kumalos.
Distance ya go tloa mo no diteng go fitla ga Ngashe ba tle ba go tswanyana go feta distance ya go tloa koloing go fitla gating ya Kumalo. That is so. Tiyeba kweqiniso ke uma sibheka nje mhlambe ibanga ukusuka lapha emotweni ukufika elokonjani lapha kaNcashe shothi ibanga elifushane nje kanti ke ukusuka emotweni ukufika lapha na ke esangweni okanye egateini la kaKhumalo kude nyana local action.
Thank you for that assistance, man. Now, except for the vehicle that was standing in front of your sister's yard, the one in which you were, was there any other vehicle in the neighbors?
Kantle le koloi ena eneng e le hore ene pakile ka malaka pele ho ntlo ya ausi wa hao. Hona na le koloi tse ding hona mono. I did not take notice of those.
Let me be specific. Was there any other vehicle that was parked outside the yard of the Kumalos?
Ere ke bua ka tsela e kgethileng. Ebe hona le koloi eneng e pakile ka pele ho jarete ya ha Khumalo na. I did not notice. When Zandi exited their property, there wasn't a vehicle which was parked there. Azange ngiqaphele. Kodwa ke ngaleso sikhathi uZandi ephuma laphana ke egcekeni lakubo, kwakungekho moto eyayipakile nje ngaphambi kwegceke.
Thank you, ma'am. Let's become with the situation. Let's become not emotional. Yeah, let's become about it.
Ara thole maikutlo ka mona. Ara thole maikutlo. Thole maikutlo. Re hate butle maikutlo mmono. Wa utlwisa ke re ngwaneso?
I don't say something.
Yes, I understand, sir. Yebo, ngiyazwisisa mnumzana.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, from the moment that you and your friend sat in the motor vehicle in which you were seated, up until Zandi came out, or you heard Zandi saying something has happened, did you observe any motor vehicle that was parked in front of Zandi's yard?
O tla kana go no ritse ka koloi le motsolle wa hao. O fitla kana go ya ne e leng gore Zandi o atla o re senzo o se atuntswe. Ha wa ka ba hlokomela koloi e ne le mono abo bona mono ha Khumalo. No, I did not.
So there was no vehicle.
Or ka mantso ba mono sina koloi mo. O tla fela kana go e no dutse ka koloi fitla na go nyane a re senzo o tuntswe. Now, outside of the yard of the Khumalos, there was no vehicle. But the car, the banana panda, la panda, Guacumal, Guagne Conje, immortal. Oxuanga the card, basically a motoin, Nomganon, Oxfiganga the Scati. O Zandige ese puma eti o senzo o se tutuli kwagne komoto da panara Khumalo.
Thank you, man. And maybe to bring a bit of a comfort to you, the reason why I'm specifically asking this is because Zandi told this court that her boy's friend's motor vehicle was parked in front of the yard.
I don't think that's her evidence, Monot. I think she said it was on the premises.
Just a second, Monot.
Are we in different courts?
No, we're in the same court, Monot.
You and a colleague.
We're in the same court.
So, Maloi, what's in your version? He says, Zandi said, Zandi's boyfriend's motor vehicle was parked outside the yard. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
And you, Mr. Maloi, what are you saying?
I think my recollection is that she testified that the vehicle was parked on the premises, not outside.
Okay.
My notes are saying a different thing.
Hello?
I'm saying my notes are saying a different thing. Those are Mr. Valoi's notes. My notes are saying a different thing.
Material. You know, in law, there's an immaterial contradiction and there's a material contradiction. Are you dealing with a material contradiction? When Mr. Baloi says he remembers That his boyfriend's motor vehicle being parked inside the yard.
No, my lord, that is a bigger picture.
Oh, it's material?
Yes.
Fine. Okay. No,
Insofar as our argument is going to be, at the end of the case, it's going to be very material.
Right.
Yes.
That's all I wanted to understand.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah. Material, fine.
Now, on the basis of the fact, my lord, that apparently our notes... Excuse me? Now, on the basis of the fact, my lord, that apparently there's no synergy between the state's notes and the notes that I have, we're going to request the court to be an umpire, to be an
What's
arbiter.
your time there?
Excuse me, madam.
What's your time?
Oh, I'm told, madam, that it's 17 minutes past 11.
Yeah,
we probably might take it.
Can you adjourn until 1:30?
Yes, madam. Thank you.